I just want to give a shout out to all my homies.
Actually, no. Let's not give a little shout out
Just
to
because
our
you don't have any friends doesn't mean we can't
Red
say hi.
Lobster, aka Gingerbread Boy.
She's part of the hater crew. Like,
Hater.
she's
Oh,
You hating on us
because we trying to holler at the homie.
hating. This is Brandon Barris from the Morning Buzz here on WHITradio.org. Good morning, everybody. Morning Buzz here on WHITradio.org. Kaylee in the studio.
Hello.
Mr. Apiro in the studio. Mr. P in the studio. And I'm your host, Brandon Barris. And coming up here on today's show, we have some quotes just to make you tear and feel really bad about yourself. No, I'm kidding, of
No.
course. We have some Chuck Norris facts, some news, some box office. That great movie coming out with Will Smith and his son. What is it called, Kaylee?
It is called After Earth.
After Earth. All right, so in today's headline news, Seton Hall University was evacuated Thursday afternoon after someone claimed that bombs had been placed in several campus buildings. No explosives were found, and the South Orange, New Jersey campus was reopened about 8 o'clock Eastern, police said. Essex County Sheriff said the threat, which claimed bombs had been placed in every building, came in about 3:30 p.m. and was posted on Facebook. The Newark Star Ledger reported, South Orange Police reported, the anonymous threat was received at 3:05 p.m. In other news, Bloomberg said Friday, New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg said he trusts the police and feels perfectly safe despite the recent scare. And
Yeah, that was ridiculous. The fact that someone put that in letter, almost
Yeah.
like doing a copycat crime of what the Rinson letters that was sent to Obama.
right, it's definitely, and he said it himself. He says he faces more danger from lightning than from anything else. So I mean, he doesn't seem too shaken up about the incident. But it's something to take not too lightly. It's something to take
Yeah.
seriously because when you're in the public eye and you're basically everybody knows who you are, and of course you're gonna have people that want to do crazy stuff, and there's gonna be haters and stuff like that. So you just got to be really careful about stuff that people send to you. For example, this card.
Yeah.
And just make sure your security's tight and make sure the people around you really keep you safe because you never know.
Well, officials said that it wasn't even white powder, so it wasn't blending in with the paper. It was like this bright orange, and it was crudely made, and the only way it could actually be toxic, it wasn't airborne. It wasn't like if it got into your fingers, you could be poisonous. You would have to ingest it. It was that poorly made. It was, and apparently just the fact that someone did this and didn't actually do it as well as the first one. It's almost it really is just wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of really stupid.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the person that did this maybe spent about 5 minutes on it and just wanted to do something silly. And obviously, nothing came from it, thankfully. But, I guess he has too much time on his hands. So, moving on, we're going to talk about... Actually, not talk about. We're going to discuss after Kaylee tells us today's quote. We're going to say what it means and what to take from it. So, Kaylee, why don't you take it away?
Well, I have another quote from William Shakespeare, and it is, "God has given you one face, and you make yourself another." So it can either be with the whole, the way you show yourself and present yourself to other people, not even just, with makeup, but with your personality, and, you could be almost like a chameleon and act one way with one group of people, and then a different group be a completely different person. And it's well, you have
It's like being
this.
two-faced.
Yeah, you have this, just be yourself.
Yeah.
By the way, talking about Shakespeare, Kaylee will be in Midsummer's Night Dream this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and also is it tonight too?
Tonight at 7, and then tomorrow at 3.
Yeah, she'll be in it. She'll be singing.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully there is no glass within a distance. So
no. But if you're listening to the show, try to make it a point to see it.
Yes.
I think it'll be great, and Kaylee's real excited about it.
I'm nervous.
And good luck.
And good luck, break a leg, and
Well, excuse me. We don't want her to break a leg, Mr.
well,
P.
that's what they say. That's an
I
expression.
know. I'm kidding, Mr. P. I'm kidding.
And Mr. Barris is coming down to the
man.
home stretch here. He has about another four shows after this.
Yep.
And
I'm moving on, baby.
The morning buzz is.
won't be the same
It
without
won't be
you.
the
It won't be the same.
Won't have the buzz anymore.
Yeah,
It'll
won't
just-
have-
the buzz is leaving, and we wish him a lot of luck. And
Thank
he'll be going to Bergen Community College. Is that
Correct.
right? In the fall, and
Correct.
the
just
future is
announced
unlimited for Brandon.
Yep.
The
And I'll,
Kaylee Rogers show will be starting in
Ah,
Yes.
the Kelly Rogers show.
Kaylee
Kelly Rogers show.
Roger that.
Yeah, so she'll pick up the baton there and take over from the BB man,
Pass
Mr.
the
BB.
playground.
The BB.
Yeah, the BB man.
Oh man. All right, so since we're talking about our radio show and stuff like that, we are in the works of breaking a world record. And what I mean by this, and you might be listening and saying, "Oh yeah, right." Basically, me, Kaylee, and Mr. DePiro wanted to look up what was the longest ever radio talk show.
Yep.
Just out of curiosity. And it was 62 hours, and it was done by Kiss FM. And so we were like, you know what? Let's break this record. And so ever since then, Mr. DePiro's gotten in touch with the principal, talked to him, see if we can get clearance for it. So it's in the works. So just wanted to let everybody know that's listening to the Morning Buzz, WHIT Radio, that this might be possible, and we could be breaking a world record. And this will be not just, historic for us, but I think it'll kind of be historic for the school and the state. Because
Yeah,
we're
it'd be
kind of
getting news.
if we do go through with this, we're kind of representing, not just ourselves, but we're representing this whole New Jersey state, and so it would be pretty cool if
I
we can.
think we could do it.
Yeah, I mean,
We could break that record.
yeah, I mean it's only 3 days. What? Of course we can break it, but of course we have to find out the regulations and
Yeah.
stuff along those lines. So it's not as simple as that, but we are gonna try to see if we could do this. So it's something cool that's coming
we
up.
talked about raising funds, maybe.
Yeah, and that's
If
also another
somebody
thing.
could sponsor you, and
Yeah.
you go out and say, "Look, I'm going to be on this marathon show.
Yeah.
Can you sponsor me per hour? Maybe they can give you 50 cents per hour."
Yeah,
or
we
something.
would
Yeah.
want to raise funds for part of the proceeds go to restoring the Jersey
Restore the
Shore.
shore. And
That's
yeah,
right, that's right.
How
and
about
basically-
restoring, Jersey Shore, or even not just the Hudson River. I mean, everything's going to the Jersey Shore, but the Hudson River walkway is in pretty bad shape, and that needs to be restored too. Nobody talks about that.
Well, people are already putting money into that because it's such an attraction when Hoboken gets the tourists for Cake Boss.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, well, when we do this breaking the world record, we're gonna get in contact with as many people as we can to see if we can get different charities and different organizations work with us to see if we can raise some money for example, Restore the Shore
Yeah,
or
sure.
the Hudson River, or
Yeah.
even possibly what's going on in Oklahoma. We'll see if we
Yeah,
can even
send
go as
some
far
money.
as that, and that would be pretty cool. So I mean, if you're listening and you have any suggestions or any advice or anything, just let us know.
Yeah,
If you want to
call
come
in.
in yourselves and just talk to us here, please do. WHIT Radio, Hudson County Schools of Technology, North Bergen, New Jersey. It'll be awesome to hear from you guys. All right,
Or
so
if you want to participate,
Yeah, if
who's all going to be in this marathon?
basically right now we have a four-man crew. It's me, Kaylee, Leah, and Mr. DePiro. Mr. DePiro obviously be
Aaliyah?
Yeah,
Yes.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah.
We can't even get Aaliyah to come here in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
How are we
Surprisingly,
going to get it for 3 nights?
Yeah, surprisingly, she said yes.
Yeah, well,
Um,
that's surprising.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
if it goes through. We'll
Yeah.
find out. We'll ask her
Yeah.
when she does come in, and
Yeah.
we'll see if we can get this ball rolling and break
the
some.
ground.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so some celebrity gossip: Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey are leaving American Idol after 1 year.
All right.
Well,
I don't-
was
I feel like
were they not
Nicki
getting
Mi-
paid enough?
No, I feel like Nicki Minaj shouldn't even be on American
I feel
Idol because
she has.
she
Yeah,
sings with auto-tune.
yeah, I know. That's pretty.
That's not talent. That's computer.
Yeah, I mean,
That's computer talent.
I think
not
the
singing
I think the
talent.
technology of today deserves more recognition than actually Nicki Minaj's voice. I think it's the computer that's doing miracles for a bunch of people out there.
Yeah.
Well, Mariah Carey has a voice.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no one can
she's
deny
a known
that.
talent.
For sure.
Probably the popular singer of all time if you look at her amount of record sales.
Yeah.
And it was this, animosity between them. They didn't get along.
It was almost comedic.
And yes, and it made it very awkward sometimes to watch that show. And the ratings were down almost 33% this year. And I think in large part it was due to their relationship.
Yeah, honestly, no disrespect to Nicki Minaj, but I don't even think she deserves to even communicate. Rather, get into an argument with Mariah Carey, because Mariah Carey, her vocals are insane. I think the best.
Maybe they could argue about something other than music.
Yeah, I mean, maybe how fast you can run, or
Yeah,
how long you can hold your
but-
breath underwater. But to discuss vocals and to discuss your talent, Nicki Minaj is not
can't
even in the
even
same category as
No.
Mariah Carey. There's nobody that has the vocals of Mariah Carey, in my opinion.
Yeah, but also with American Idol, to be honest, I kind of I would watch the auditions, but after Simon Cowell left, I didn't even bother watching it then.
Yeah.
Because it was funny because he was brutally honest.
I mean, yeah, Simon Cowell, and he does X Factor now.
Oh, I
he's,
love it.
Yeah, he's one of those judges that will tell you straight out. He won't
Like,
beat
you're
around the bush.
horrible.
Yeah, he won't beat around the bush. He'll tell you if you're good or if you're terrible.
Yeah.
And he won't be
I like
afraid to
that.
say it and however he wants to say it. So
And I like that in a judge, because you don't want someone to say, "Oh, you're really pretty. Well, what about my voice?"
yeah, exactly.
I want someone to go straight to the point.
Exactly. All right, so some movies coming out this weekend. Kaylee, why don't you tell us?
There are a couple that are coming out today, but two have really brought a lot of attention. One is Now You See Me, which is a drama and a thriller. Even the trailer looks over the top and really cool, because it's kind of elite FBI squad in a game of cat and mouse against the Four Horsemen, a super team of the world's greatest illusionists. The Four Horsemen pull off a series of daring heists against corrupt business leaders during their shows. And it's kind of the FBI how are you doing this? Why are you doing this? It actually, just on MoviePhone, if you go to MoviePhone.com, they have a viewer score of 5 stars, and it came out today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that's actually pretty good for a movie that comes out in one day.
Right.
Another one, which Brandon was kind of talking about before the show, was After Earth, where danger is real, fear is a choice. It's a science fiction movie with Will Smith and Jaden
William Smith.
Will Smith and Jaden Smith, because it's kind of crash landing in a post-apocalyptic world after humanity is forced to escape. It's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm not crazy
I'll tell
about
you
his
what.
movies. I liked his first couple movies, with The Sixth Sense, iRobot, but I don't know. He just kind of fell apart after that one.
I mean, not too much. I mean, I'm kind of a fan of William Smith.
I'm talking
So-
about M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, they
Because when he directs, it's there's too many plot twists, and it's the point where it's kind of just don't.
I mean, you never know what to expect. I mean, Will Smith, and I'm not talking about the director, of course. I'm talking about Will Smith. And even his son. His son's a pretty good actor as well. I mean, he's, for his age, he's pretty good, and someone who doesn't do it as much. I mean, Will Smith is a great actor, obviously. He's done amazing movies. I think it looks like it's going to be a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, whenever the previews come on, they all look good, and then when you actually see it, it could be something different. But, I mean, I'll probably go to the movie, see it. Hopefully, it'll be worth the $12 that I spend for it.
Yeah.
And so,
I feel like Will Smith has kind of found the niche with the whole almost post-apocalypse world movie type, because he does really well in those roles.
Mhm.
I mean, it's also really good in funny
Yeah,
roles,
he's
with Men in Black.
great personality, yeah. And there was a movie he was in that it was a really funny movie. It was about him finding this girl or whatever. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. Come to me. Anyway, it's a comedy about Will Smith basically finding this girl. I'm trying to think of her name, but I can't. And it was just a really funny movie. He took her on a date to the Staten Island or something, and they were on a jet ski, and he kicked her in the face.
That's not ringing any bells, but
It's not. Yeah, it's a good movie though. Hopefully I'll come up with a name
yeah.
sometime. All right, so
Well, like this movie actually only has 3 stars so far. Yeah.
yeah, so I mean it's getting a little late here in the studio. We had a little bit more stuff that we wanted to talk about, some box office stuff like that. But basically, since it's already 10:11, I wanted to end the show on a Chuck Norris fact, since that's becoming my trademark. So this is the one I'm going to end it on. And for all you Harry Potter fans, you probably will understand this.
Ooh.
Lord Voldemort refers to Chuck Norris as he who must not be named. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today here on the Morning Buzz, WHRT Radio. For me, Kaylee, Mr. Piro, and Mr. P, have a great weekend. Stay out of trouble, and don't get arrested. All right, bye-bye.
Keep cool. It's going to be hot.
We was one, babe, for a moment in time, and it seemed everlasting that you would always be mine.